Hello, what's up, and what's up? Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're going to input our draft class from NCAA 06, season number 2. Now, what made this a little bit unique, as you see that the Rams and the Jets were playing the Super Bowl, and the Jets, they would get the victory. That Reggie Bush, he got hurt his junior year. We all know he won the Heisman his junior year. He played in one of the best national championship games of all time, if not the best. Then he went on to get drafted number 2 behind Mario Williams. But he got hurt in our dynasty, so now he's in the same draft class as Marshawn Lynch. He's in the same draft class as Adrian Peterson. Obviously, in that draft class, Adrian Peterson was the first running back taken, then Marshawn to those Buffalo Bills. We're going to see how things play out. These are the worst rushing teams in the league. Got the Broncos under 2,000 yards as a team. Then got the Bengals, the Chiefs, the Bills, the 49ers. They barely got over 1,600 yards as a team. The Cardinals just above 1,500 yards as a team. And then you got the Dolphins, who need some help. The Dolphins, they have the first pick in the draft. Obviously, they are rivals with the Jets, so they're the worst team, and the Jets, as of right now, are the best teams. Falcons, Chargers, Ravens, Skins, Giants, Eagles. These are the top rushing teams. Doesn't really surprise us there when you got Tiki Barber, you got Westbrook, you got Priest Holmes. I believe the Ravens still have Jamal Lewis at this moment in time, and of course, the Falcons got just a juggernaut of a backfield when you add Michael Vick to the equation. Now, Jerome Bettis, he's retiring. He's the best running back that is retiring at 86 overall, so with the Steelers being in the market for a running back, we are controlling those Chicago Bears, and Thomas Jones is holding out, and I thought to myself, it might be kind of interesting to see what happens if we allow him to stay held out until, after the draft. And then I took a look at his numbers, 1,700 yards rushing. I was like, nah, I think the Bears would re-sign him. Obviously, they did just draft Cedric Benson. I believe that was in this game. Madden 06, they drafted Cedric Benson. But, hey, we're going to re-sign our man, Thomas Jones. Forgot his name for a second. So these are the recognizable names. We got Chris Leak. Hampton is actually Mario Williams. We played him in our dynasty last game of the season versus NC State. You see Marshawn Lynch. He's not even projected to be the first running back or the second running back taken in this year's draft. And let me remind you, in our dynasty, he won the Heisman back-to-back seasons. He rushed for over 2,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. And he might be the third or fourth running back taken in this draft. Scrambling quarterback is Chris Leak. I don't even think he got drafted in real life, and he might be the first quarterback taken, first player taken here. Then you got NC State, Vince Hampton. Obviously, that's Mario Williams. He runs a 4.49. That is stupid. But going back to Chris Leak, it said that he had bad throw power, but in the notes below, it actually said that he had good throw power or spectacular throw power. Reggie Bush, bad at kick return. I mean, take that for what you will. He came in running a 4.2, and I think everybody in real life thought that he was going to run a 4.2. He probably is a little bit faster on the field during game, but I believe he ran like a 4.33 or 4.36 at his pro day and I believe it was a pro day. I don't think he did the combine, if my memory serves me correctly. He might have, and I'm just forgetting. But anyways, 6 foot 201 pounds, 23 years of age now. Then you got Adrian Peterson after him. He's suspected to be the second running back taken behind Reggie Bush. Coming out of Oklahoma, good run power, good above average hands. But again, the notes, I think, tell the truth more than anything else. He was also an academic all-conference honors. Adrian Peterson, he's a bookworm, obviously. Andre Caldwell, also from the Florida Gators. He's projected to be, I believe, the first receiver taken. That's over Santonio Holmes, who was in this draft class as well. He ran a 4.34. It says that you need to work on his hands just a little bit in training camp. So I don't know if that's worthy of being the first receiver taken if he has issues with his hands. But hey, it is what it is. Lawrence Maroney from Minnesota. He's up in there. Lawrence Maroney, he could shake up the draft, man. He got drafted by the Patriots in real life here. He's projected to be a first-round pick out of Minnesota. He and Marion Barber, they were once in the same backfield. I believe they were in the same backfield. And now you got Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch ran a 4.35. At his size, I mean, it's pretty good. I believe when he got drafted, he's a little bit heavier than 202. I mean, he's bigger than Bush, and Bush was 201 in this draft class. So, hey, it is what it is. It's not perfect, but I just wanted to see the notes. So, Marshawn projected to go in the first round, but not a top 10. I thought he might have a chance to be the first player taken in the draft. Now, you got Chad Henne, whose arm strength is below average, which is kind of surprising. But, he shouldn't be a major problem when it comes to his fumbling issues. I guess he had fumbling issues at Michigan. And, yeah, that's what they say about him. And then you got Marcus Peters, not the real Marcus Peters, but he's a generic player from, not a generic player. I believe his actual name I want to say it was Hughes, and he got drafted by the Colts way back in the day. But here, he's Marcus Peters, 6'2" corner, average, ran a 4.3 40. And again, he was one of the best players on our team. He was first team All-American our last season. Steve Breston from Michigan ran a 4.31. Run power, of course, should be bad. He's a slight receiver at 174 pounds. Kick return, again, terrible. I mean, I guess so. You know, I guess he won't translate good in Madden, but I think that was one of the issues with these draft classes. Some of the best returners were not good returners, or some of the best returners in college weren't good returners in Madden. Again, Santonio Holmes. I know it's more so Ted Ginn that was the return guy for the Ohio State Buckeyes, but he could do his thing back there, I think. Maybe. I don't know. So those are the recognizable names for this draft class. And now, let's head to the NFL draft. So the Miami Dolphins, they had the first pick in the draft. Our first pick, we went 2 outside backers in the first and second round. Again, I just simulated the whole draft, but we did pick up Maurice Jones-Drew. We did pick up Maurice Jones-Drew in the 6th round out of UCLA. Decent running back, 93 overall speed, 87 agility, carry needs some work, break tackle needs some work, good catching at 70. So now on our roster, we have Thomas Jones, we also have Maurice Jones-Drew, and we have Cedric Benson on the roster. Burgess, outside, or middle linebacker, is going to be from Michigan. Always one of the better backers in NCAA 06, but hey, I guess here it didn't really work out. The first pick in the draft is Chris Leak. He went from undrafted, I believe, in real life to the first pick in the draft here, 86 overall. Again, it said that he had bad throw power for his attributes. In the notes, it said he had great throw power, so I guess you got to trust the notes. 92 overall throw power for him. And then moving on, you see Hampton. He actually did get drafted by the Houston Texans. 86 overall, 74 tackle, 81 strength, 82 speed, 89 acceleration, and 54 awareness to come out of NC State. Reggie Bush went right after him. So I guess some things do stay true, but he got drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals. I guess Rudy Johnson's days are numbered. Reggie Bush, 87 overall, 96 speed. I mean, if you were in a 4.2, shouldn't your speed be 99? I'm just saying. But his kick return is only 22. Believe it or not, kick return is only 22. And it don't separate kick return and punt return in the older Madden. So is what it is, I guess. Then moving on down the list, you got Chad Henning being drafted by those Tennessee Titans. Obviously, there's no Vince Young just yet, so this is the guy, Chad Henning. He is a top 10 pick, 81 overall, 93 throw power, 86 throw accuracy. I guess he might not ever see Patrick Mahomes. He might not ever see the Chiefs, and he might not ever be part of that dynasty. I'm just saying. You know, you never know. Steve Breston out of Michigan, 13th pick in the draft, 81 overall. He is going to be selected by those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Originally, he got drafted by the Arizona Cardinals. Moving on after him, going down the list some more. We're outside the top 15. And then our second running back taken is not Adrian Peterson, not Marshawn Lynch, but Lawrence Maroney goes to the Green Bay Packers at 86 overall, 93 speed, 92 agility, 84 break tackle, 80 carry. Those numbers are quite impressive for the Minnesota man. And then right after him, the Browns do select Marshawn Lynch. Could he be the next great Browns running back? I think he could. Obviously, pick number 17. He's going to be not rocking number 40. I will edit these guys' numbers and see what their equipment looks like going from NCAA 06 to Madden 06. But he comes in at 85 overall with 91 speed, 91 agility, 91 break tackle, 75 carry, 69 catch. Those first 4 attributes or 3 attributes, speed, agility, and break tackle. I mean, I don't think it gets no better than that coming in as a rookie. Just saying. As a rookie, that's pretty impressive. And then Adrian Peterson coming to my favorite team, the San Francisco 49ers. So now we have him, Kevin Barlow, and Frank Gore. Frank Gore's overall is in the 70s. I mean, if this really happened in real life, Frank Gore probably would never have been the 3rd all-time leading rusher in NFL history. Adrian Peterson comes at 87 overall, 92 speed, 92 agility, 89 break tackle, 83 carry. So his numbers, him and Marshawn's numbers are freaking phenomenal if you ask me. I know Reggie Bush and Maroney went first, but with the combination between power and speed with those two guys is pretty solid if you ask me. Then Marcus Peters, he got selected number 21, going to a Bill Belichick defense. He should be used very, very well. 78 overall, 91 speed, 66 catching, 92 acceleration, 95 agility, and 68 awareness for the 22-year-old out of Cal Berkeley. And then moving down the list, we're looking for another player, our last player, and it's going to be, not our last player, excuse me. This is the first, is this the first receiver taken, Andre Caldwell? No, Breaston was. Breaston was first, I believe. But here goes Caldwell. 82 overall, 92 speed, 78 catching. So that catching does need some work. 90 acceleration, 94 agility, and 74, I believe it was 74 awareness. So coming out of the draft with solid awareness. The Vikings would take a running back in Johnson. And then the last pick of the first round is Santonio Holmes going to the Jets. He did make his way to the Jets after his stint in Pittsburgh. So, hey, I guess some things do stay true. So, the Super Bowl champions, they go out and they get Santonio Holmes. And I guess that's what happened in real life, right? Because the Pittsburgh Steelers, they won the Super Bowl and then they drafted Santonio Holmes. Was that the year right after? Or maybe there was a gap in between. But, hey, is what it is. There probably was a gap in between. But, anyways, we're going to look at their equipment real quick and then we're going to get up out of here. Maurice Jones-Drew, I call that the 3-bar Dickie. That's what he's rocking. This is what Reggie Bush is rocking. It's not exactly the face mask that they were in NCAA 06, but hey, it's close enough. Gonna give Marshawn 22. I believe he's in this situation he wear 22. There's no 23 or 24 available, and number 10 wasn't available for the Browns. So that's what he looks like. You know, is what it is. I think he looks solid as a Brown. You know what I mean? I think it would have fit into Cleveland maybe perfectly, but I do think that the Seattle days were his best days, obviously. And then here goes what Chris Leak looks like. That's pretty accurate. He had the wristbands on the elbows, and he had that same face mask. Santonio Holmes, that's exactly what it looked like in NCAA 06, moving over to here. And this is what Mr. Vince Hampton, a.k.a. Mario Williams, looks like. And then our cornerback out of Cal, he had a different face mask, similar face mask, but a different face mask. But that's basically what he wore in college. And it always irked me that the visors on the PS2 never touched the bottom of the top of the face mask coming down on the robot, on the RB robot. You know, we call it the 3-bar Dickerson because Eric Dickerson had a similar face mask, and then you get the 3-bar look in the middle. But yeah, so hey, it is what it is. NCAA definitely had that face mask looking great on like a Sean Taylor in NCAA 04 and moving forward. And then here's Adrian Peterson. He did have a dark visor in NCAA 06. I believe he had won a couple of games in his career at OU. So that's the look that he has here. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. And until we meet again, my friends, peace, love. Hot sauce.